Agent mode is ChatGPT is a setup that goes beyond simply answering questions with preloaded knowledge and instead interact with external tools, like web browsers and file systems on your behalf.
All right, we are back in chat with a new tool that just launched this week. It's called Agent Mode. So go ahead and select this blue Agent Mode, and you'll see it come up with some suggested actions. And you'll know you're in Agent Mode because it'll give you this suggested submenu right out of the gate. If you don't see the blue agent highlight here, you're not in Agent Mode. We're going to kick off the task with some research. And we are going to set Agent as an advanced research assistant. And the task is to collect 10 high-quality PDF documents related to the self-storage asset market. We have some criteria of how we'd like Chat to verify the PDFs and how we'd like the results displayed back to us. So make sure you have your Agent Mode clicked blue. We've already refined this prompt with a prompt perfect GPT, and let's kick it off. The first thing you'll notice in Agent Mode is it sets up its desktop. This is another clue that you are in fact in Agent Mode and not talking to Chat in regular mode. And here it kicks off, it opens up its own browser to begin the search for the PDFs. And within the browser, you can watch it actively go through search and reading mode to do the research for you. One of the interesting things about Chat going through this agent search is that you can watch along as it searches to see how it's searching and where it's hitting hurdles. Sometimes it hits paywalls and it has to work around that. Sometimes it hits dynamic websites and it has to work around that. All right, we're back. Chat just worked for 37 minutes and it checked 69 sources. So that's a pretty good check under 37 minutes. It wasn't able to come up with 10 PDFs, but it did find 5 really nice PDFs. One of them is pretty recent, from March 2025, and a few of the others are dated. This is pretty good. Now we can go out and safely download some PDFs on our asset topic. All right, we're back in chat, and we're going to try another agent tool. Let's turn on Agent Mode, and we're going to go to the Spreadsheets tab to make sure that's selected. I have another prompt prepared to identify self-storage facilities in the nearby area, and I want this returned the results in a spreadsheet. Make sure the Agent button is blue and turned on, and hit Return. Again, the first thing that Agent GPT does is set up the desktop, and that's how you know you're in Agent Mode. It's going to work through the questions and the research. Let's see how it does. So first it's using its map information to determine the 10-mile radius of my location. And then it's gathering some information about this asset class. It did see it hit its own problem, and then it solved the problem on its own, which is terrific. Let's let this cook and we'll come back to it. All right, we are several minutes in, and we can see that Chat is hitting a lot of dynamic websites that it has to work around, and it's hitting a lot of tabbed websites, and it has to move through the tabs, through the different websites, cross-check them against MapQuest for my 10-mile radius parameter, and work through each of the elements of these websites. It's being very methodical and going through each one. We'll check back in with this in a few minutes. For the map that we asked for, Chat is opening up a Python script to calculate the distance of each of the positions that it's gathered and calculate that with the coordinates to put this map together. In total, this request took 17 minutes. It searched 146 sources across 20 searches. And here's the information it came up with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 primary comparable properties and some key takeaways. Let's see what the Excel file looks like. So right out of the gate, this Excel file is pretty basic. It has found 10 self-storage facilities in the area. It has the address. It has found the approximate distance here for each of these. Those lined up there, and you can see they're all definitely within the range that was given. And then we have unit availability with some rates. This is going to save a lot of research time. Comparable features and some recent customer feedback. We'll have to read through that. There is some markup language in here that relates to spacing from Yelp, and we'll have to consider that and read through those markups. But all in all, we have 10 excellent properties to consider as comparable properties with distances and amenities. This was a good test of the agent. Throughout the experience of having it generate the map, Chat will ask you to sign in and take control of the browser. In doing so, you need to log in here to Gmail and get your account hooked up. All right, Chat is now attempting to create a Google map with the addresses that it has harvested. It's logged into my Google Maps account and is working on creating this. All in all, that took Chat 19 minutes, and now I'm going to take over the screen again and see the results. Here's a map, interactive, of the 10 locations that Chat made for me. I can zoom out, zoom in, complete interactivity here. And there's a custom comp map. When I'm done, I hit finish controlling. And here is the final map that Chat made for me. It is fully interactive. You can zoom in and zoom out. You can click on any of these information boxes, and it includes all of the search information that Chat found for us. That's an excellent agent task. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.